We're back with another week of football, and DraftKings Sportsbook is keeping us in all the NFL action with great offers every single game day. New customers can bet $5 and get $200 instantly in bonus bet. Throw 5 down on any of this week's epic matchups and walk away an instant winner. Football is more fun when you're in on the action, so download the app now and sign up with code Shannon. New customers can bet $5 and get $200 instantly in bonus bet. Only on DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL with code Shannon. The crown is yours. Hello, welcome to another episode of Nightcap. I am your favorite Unc, Shannon Sharpe. He's your favorite number 85, Chad, Ochocinco, Johnson. Ocho, how you living?
And I'm feeling good.
You feeling good?
I'm feeling real good because tonight is going to be a good show.
I see you got.
I got to get you together, baby.
I see you got your candy necklace on like we used to have when we was growing up. The more candy necklace.
Yeah, back in the day. What you know about that? With the little candy on it?
Yeah, what you mean? Yeah. Bro, you do realize I'm older than you, right?
You are.
I'm not that old, yeah, but
I didn't think you remember the candy sticks. I didn't think you remember them. Hold up, you remember Pixie
with
sticks?
the candy necklace? Yeah, the Pixie sticks. Yeah. I remember the dips. You remember the dips?
Yeah, with
you lick them and then stick them down in the pot.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, Let's get into this game tonight. Lions run roughshod over the Packers, 34-20. Jared Goff, 210 passing yards, 1 touchdown, 1 INT. The Lions have 211 yards rushing. Do a great job of sacking Jordan Love. Picked him off twice, although the last touchdown was not his fault. 246 passing yards, 1 touchdown. The question to you, are the Lions legit?
The Lions are the real deal. The Lions are the real deal. Thursday night football, Kansas City Chiefs versus the Lions. Everybody asking me, who you think gonna win the game? And I, without hesitation, said the Lions got this one, whether Travis Kelce was playing or whether he wasn't. The Lions have done a great job drafting. Listen to me.
Yes.
You got Sewell, Amon St. Brown, Porter, Hutchinson, Brian Branch. Then the acquisitions in the offseason, Jared Goff, man, they have built a completely different team. Mind you now, listen, the Lions haven't had a 2-win season in 20 plus some years. They 3-1 this year, and they are the team.
You mean a 10-win season?
Huh?
What you mean, a 10-win season, 12-win season? What do you mean?
They haven't had a 10-win season in 20 years.
Okay.
And it's looking like this is going to be the year they're going to get it done.
Yeah.
I don't know what Dan Campbell got them boys over there eating down there in Detroit, but they eating something, and they eating good.
If you remember when he first took the job, he says we're going to be a tough physical football team, and he got them to buy into that. He got rid of guys that didn't believe in the program. He got guys in there that wanted to be tough, that wanted to play a physical brand of football. And the hardest thing is because a coaching job, you're part of a lot of things. You're part best friend, you're part father, you're part psychologist, but you got to lead men, and you got to convince them that you know the direction and best to lead them. And if guys believe in you, they'll go to heaven or hell for you. He's got these guys playing extremely well. I picked them to win that division. I don't see any reason why I should get off that pick now. They're playing well on both sides of the football. They're dominating the line of scrimmage on both sides of the football. Hutchinson is getting after people. They're really good. They're a really good football team.
Listen, what they did in that first half on the offensive side of the ball, on the defensive side of the ball, having the Green Bay Packers at negative yardage at the half. Half, this is the NFL.
Right.
This is the NFL we're talking about. There got to be ways to construct something to get some part of yardage out your offense. Not only they went into Lambeau Field. I picked the Packers to win. I messed up. I picked the Packers to win because Detroit, just the thought of Detroit going into Lambeau Field and actually winning the game. Right. The tides have turned. The tides have shifted in that division. And now Detroit is a legit contender to win it all in that division. That's crazy.
Yeah, I definitely think they're going to win it all. The reason why I like the Lions, because a lot of people because you remember last year now, they kept the Packers out of the playoffs. They went to Lambeau Field the last game of the season with everything for the Packers riding on it. And if they could have got a team, to knock off another team, they would have made the playoffs. So the question that I had is that a lot of times we see teams, Ocho, end the season on a hot streak. And then people automatically assume, they're about to pick right up where they left off. But you don't know You climb to the mountain and climb to the top of the mountain. But once the season's over, you start back at the bottom of the mountain next year. You don't pick up where you left off. They picked up with the same intensity, with the same focus. And he says, look, last year wasn't good enough. The talk about, oh, yeah, we had a good season, but we didn't make the playoffs. We didn't win the division. Now let's finish what we started last year and let that be a continuation of what we do this year.
Listen, the funny thing about it and what makes it easy for them, the confidence, buying into what Dan Campbell has been talking about since day one, is that offensive line, the acquisitions of David Montgomery, the drafting of Jahmyr Gibbs, and that offense is humming. They humming. In all three phases of the night, they dominated the game. Special teams, offensive side of the ball, defensive side of the ball. Obviously, in the second half, it was a little. They got
after Jordan Love. That D line, that front got after Jordan Love.
Man, Hudson had 2 sacks last week. He had, I think, he had a sack tonight, or he had two. Yeah, another 2 again. Man, the boys, they playing some good ball, man, all the way across the board. And with this momentum and the confidence that they continue to build week in and week out, man, ain't no telling where they head. The ceiling is very high for the Lions right now.
I agree with you. Packer fans, Amon St. Brown, he caught the first touchdown. He does the Lions leap in Lambeau Field. And I don't think he jumped into a little pod. There were Lions fans. But what he has to realize, even though there's a pod of Lions fans, you're still in Lambeau Field, and Packers fans outnumber you. So he got a little beer. Did you do something like that? I think if I remember correctly, you jumped in the stands.
In the dog pound in Cleveland. I never forget Big Dog.
They shoved you.
It was Big Dog before preseason, not preseason, before the game started. I went to Big Dog and asked him, with all due respect, if I happen to score on this side of the end zone, can I jump to you guys in the dog pound? He said, yeah, go ahead. So when I scored on that end, I jumped in the dog pound, but it was some fans on the opposing, some fans that I didn't talk to that weren't at the game early, and somebody poured beer on me. But with all the respect, I understood what comes with the territory. The funny thing about it, I did a Lambeau leap in Lambeau Field, but I bought tickets for 3 Bengals fans and I put them in the south end zone, and I just hoped I would score in the south end zone. I happened to get in there, and I jumped it in, but I didn't have to deal with Bill that time.
Yeah, so I don't think anybody should be surprised that although there were
you know what you get. You know what you get. Come on now.
Yeah, you run up in the stands, whatever. Hey, if I'd have had some ketchup, I'm gonna hold me some packets of ketchup. Because if you jump up here and I'm in the stands, I'm gonna have that helmet looking like a bucket of curly fries, because I'm gonna dump ketchup all on top of your helmet.
Oh yeah.
So I agree. Lions look legit to me. I think they're gonna win that division. How far, let's just say for the sake of argument, they win the division. How far do you think they can go? Can they win a playoff game? Can they get to the NFC Championship game? How far do you got them go? How do you have them ranked? Okay. 49, you got the 49ers, you got the Eagles. Are the Lions the 3rd best, the 4th best? Because of the Cowboys, I know you like the Cowboys, but where do you have them in the hierarchy of the NFC?
You know what the funny thing, I got them maybe about 4th. Maybe about 4th, maybe 4th or 5th, because the
you got 49ers or Eagles first.
How would you put it? Would you put Eagles first or 49ers?
I got 49ers. I think for me, the 49ers have been more impressive. Not to say the Eagles aren't a good football team, but I've just been more impressed with the 49ers, in which they've dominated the game. So I would go 49ers, Eagles, Lions, Cowboys. That would be that's where I would go.
I think I would put the Cowboys 3rd, because the Cowboys have had somewhat of postseason success, but they're always in contention in the playoffs. The Lions haven't been there yet, so I would probably put the Lions at 4. But I like the Eagles. I like the 49ers, Cowboys, then Lions. That's how I would order it.
There was a big trade in the NBA yesterday. Dame Lillard finally gets his wish. He didn't go to the destination that he wanted to, but he got an opportunity to go compete for a title, which I believe was most important. And, I saw some people show up on my timeline and said, I thought Dame wanted to go to a big market. I said, Dame will play in a supermarket if it's for an opportunity to win a championship. So he goes to Milwaukee, pairs with Giannis. You like it, love it, hate it.
Honestly,
because you had him going to Miami.
I hadn't gone to Miami. It was in the bag. Obviously, they couldn't work out the detail. They couldn't work out the
Somebody
the
put a hole in that bag.
They didn't have a good package deal to sway him over there in Miami. For me, I'm sad. I'm mad for Miami fans. I'm mad for Heat fans. I'm sure Pat Riley and Spoelstra did all they could, as well as some of the players behind the scenes. But it was just something that we couldn't pull off. I'm happy for Dame, though. I'm happy for too. Dame, because now they have a chance at winning, really winning a title down in Milwaukee again. Middleton, Giannis went on. Well, didn't he just make a little noise not too long ago?
Oh yeah. He said, "I don't know if I'm going to stay if I don't think they're."
And they make a big splash.
Yes,
they're making a big splash, and they are probably going to come out the East.
Yeah. I like Giannis. I like Dame. I like Brook Lopez. They keep Bobby Portis.
Yes.
They got a nice roster. I think the thing, you know what I'm thinking, Ocho? I'm thinking, remember how we talk about dating in private and dating publicly? Yes, I believe if Dame had kept, I want to go to the organization, say, you know what, guys, I want to be in a situation. It looks like to me that I don't have a chance to win a championship here. Right. I would really like to do me a solid, because I've been a model citizen in Portland. I've been great for this organization. I'd really appreciate it if you allow me to move on, and my preferred destination would be the Miami Heat. Now, I'm doing this, and I'm talking to you in private. I'm not going to say anything publicly. My representative is not going to say anything publicly. Right. But when you come out so boisterous and says Dame is not going to be happy and he's going to make it uncomfortable, well, hold on, wait a minute now. You got 4 years left at almost $200 million. You're not calling no shots.
Well, actually, he is calling the shots, and that's what the NBA players have been doing. And they've been able to do it for a very long time. He might not have gone to the destination. He might not have gone to the destination he wanted, but he got something in the back of his mind that he's always wished for, that people have always complained about when you try to find or have a knock on Dame, is the fact that you're staying in Portland and you're not going to have a chance to win. Dame has given Portland everything he's had. Yes. Everything he's had. So whether he was quiet about it, whether he was private, or whether he was public about it, out of respect for what he's done for that organization, they should be willing to send him wherever damn well he please.
Hold on. Let me take the organization side. We have put $400 million in your pocket. What is that worth?
And he gave you $400 million worth of work.
Okay, but
he gave crazy work.
Oh, but here's the thing. I believe, look, you and I both know, Ocho. Now, you're not going to back me in a corner. I'm going to move you, but now I'm not going to move you where you want to go. Now, you might have to take a pit stop. Now, you might have to lay over. Sometimes we can't fly direct to the destination. Sometimes, Ocho, we got to, you know what? I want to go to Atlanta, but they send you to Dallas. They send you to Utah. Sometimes they send your ass way to Detroit to bring you back to Atlanta. Well, you're not going direct, because I know you want to get there in a hurry. But I think this is a great situation for him, because you got Giannis, who's one of the two, I got it right now. I think Jokic is the best player in the NBA. Yes. I got Giannis second. So you go to a team that has the second best player in the NBA, who's a two-time MVP, a Finals MVP, and you put Dame, who can shoot the ball, can play pick and roll basketball. He averaged 7 assists last year. Yeah. I think it's a match made in heaven. Although Milwaukee, compared to Milwaukee, I want to be in 2 M's. It's Miami. Or Milan, not Milwaukee.
You know what? Now I got a question for you. So if you were to come to Miami, Dame, Jimmy Butler, Bam. Tyler Herro, what would it?
Tyler Herro's gonna have to be a part of the package.
Oh, okay. So let's go with R3. Let's go with R3. Dame, just hypothetically speaking.
Yes.
Dame, Bam, Jimmy Butler. What are our chances in the East if it did go that way? What you think?
I like it, but I like this better. I like with Giannis better, because now you can't clog the paint to keep Giannis out, from attacking the rim, because you got a marksman. You got arguably the second greatest shooter of all time behind Steph Curry. Now, Klay Thompson might have something to say about that. Larry Bird might have something to say about that. But from distance, it's hard to say there's a better shooter in the history of the game other than Steph Curry than Dame Lillard. And so now you got a guy that can play pick and roll. He can spot and shoot. He can catch and shoot. He off the dribble. He can get to the rack. He has no weakness. Dame Lillard has no weakness offensively. And you got Giannis that's always in attack mode. They're tall. You got Lopez that can protect the paint. You got Giannis that can protect the paint. You got Porters that can protect the paint. I think they've done an outstanding job. Giannis put pressure on the organization. Say, if y'all want me to sign that extension this offseason, y'all need to show me y'all for real.
Yeah. Oh,
and
they showed,
you want us to show you?
They showed them. They
showed him. So I like this. So what's your hierarchy in the East now? You got Boston with their dynamic duo. You got Miami with Bam. You still got James Harden.
Don't leave Jimmy out. Don't leave Jimmy out now. We got our dynamic duo too.
Bam and Jimmy.
Yeah.
You got James Harden is a little unhappy, so we don't know how that situation is going to play out. But he's on the roster of the 76ers, and he is paired with last year's MVP,
Joel Embiid.
Joel Embiid. So you got Joel Embiid and Harden. You got Giannis and Dame. You got Bam and Jimmy. You got JT and JB. Where you going?
Ooh, listen, as a Heat fan, and I got to stay loyal to my fan base and where I'm from, I'm going, just listen to me. I know people going to talk crazy. Oh, you know what you talking about. I'm going with Bam and Jimmy first. I haven't
seen your mind.
Listen to me. Now, stay with me, baby. Don't do it.
Okay, I'm going to stay with you. I'm going to stay with you.
I got Bam and Jimmy first. Then I got Jaylen Brown and that goddamn Tatum over there.
Okay.
Then listen, I ain't seen Giannis and goddamn Dame play yet. I know what they can do. I know what they're capable of doing together, but I haven't seen it yet in person. On paper, it looked good, and it's probably gonna be good. But for the sake of the conversation, I'm naming those that I've seen play together.
You never saw Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift together. How they look? How can they not be good together? You got Taylor Swift and you got Travis Kelce. How can it be anything else other than perfection?
No. I don't think that's perfection. Now there's a thing called PR, and I ain't talking about Puerto Rico.
Hey, all I know. Hold on. But let me ask you this: Did you see that man? Hold on. Did you see that man jersey sales?
Oh yeah. There are certain people that come into your life that can uplift you exponentially.
Yeah. Okay.
That's the right name. I don't even know what that means. It just sounds good.
Yeah. And you need to stop hating. I see you hating from a distance too. Talk about, it's PR. Why you care?
I didn't. You asked me a question.
No, you talk about, and have you heard of such a thing called PR? And I ain't talking about Puerto Rico.
Yeah, it's called a chess move. You know, like the chess move you did, like the move you made at the restaurant with Selena, trying to pretend like y'all went on a dinner date.
Yeah.
Like that, just like that.
Oh, yeah. I promise you, I'd have got me 200. I'd have got me 2 million followers. He got 400,000. I got me 2 million because I'd have came out that thing. I'd have came out that thing arm in arm. I came out that thing arm in arm with Selena.
Hey, listen, it's a good thing for Travis though. It's a good look for him. It's a good look for him on the field and especially off the field, man. I wish him nothing but luck. And
man, you see them ticket prices for the Jets because there's speculation that she's gonna be.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Most definitely. No, the ticket price up there. So go see my dog Zach, baby. Woo! Let's go.
You know what? For she like, man, the quarterback position sure is bad in the NFL because last week I saw one and here I am going to the 2 worst quarterbacks in back-to-back weeks.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do my dog like that, man. Let's get back on track again. Dame and Giannis.
I love this move.
I haven't seen him play it, but it's gonna be what it is. Of course, in third, I got my dog. I don't know if he's gonna be there. We might need to bring him on to Miami if he's not happy. Joel Embiid. James Harden. And of course, listen, Damian Giannis, I got him at 4, but
you got them last.
You know where they probably gonna end up once. Listen, we leaving out Middleton. We ain't even mentioned Middleton name.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. Oh yeah.
Hey,
but
man,
the question is,
but
he hadn't been the same since that knee. How healthy is that knee going to be? He had wrist surgery. Right. How healthy is he going to be? Because he's a tremendous third option. How many teams have a third option that's a 2 or 3-time All-Star?
Right. Yeah, I mean, not very many teams. Not very many teams. But when he is healthy, he's efficient, and obviously, he will be back. I don't want to say in shape. That's the wrong word to use. He's going to be healthy.
Healthy.
He's going to be healthy.
Yeah.
I'm going to put it to you like that. I mean, especially with as advanced as technology is and all the rehab stuff and stems and all this craziness that they do now, he's going to be healthy.
Right. Well, I know you saw my interview with Brittany
Renner.
Yes,
sir. Yes, I did. Come on,
and,
baby.
I had to sit down with Brittany Renner.
Bible on the Bible.
And
on the Bible. I hear you. Talk to me now. Yes, sir.
And I think for me,
you told me you told me last week, a week before that, you told me you got your eye on something, huh? Snake eye.
No. I had something in my eye. I had something in my eye. But all seriousness, yes, I know the clip that made headline when she said that she had 35 partners, and people are like, well, that ain't. But my thing is, Ocho, you have to understand.
That ain't rookie numbers, man. Come on now,
Ocho. But you have to understand where I grew up. Women didn't talk about stuff like that, and it definitely wasn't. They didn't wear it like a badge of honor. They called those women, and I'm not saying that, but they used the term loose.
Right.
But now I'm seeing women are more, okay, hell, men can do it. I can do it. Yes. And so it's not as taboo from what I'm hearing. And Jamel Hill, who's I know Mel.
Jamel,
yeah. And she makes some good points.
Right.
She makes some good points. And a lot of these guys talk about all this and that. If Brittany Renner was right here and says, okay, I want to holler at you, all the men that talk about all this and all that gonna line up and try to be 36, 37, 38, 51, 82.
Every last one. one. I like, listen, I have nothing against that. I like women that are taking control.
Yes.
Now the men have no leverage. Men have no leverage anymore. Oh, yeah, I've been with so-and-so. Oh, I've been with this many. There's nothing you can say. Men use that as a controlling mechanism.
Yeah.
Oh, if you like that, if you wide open, oh, you a hoe, oh, you this, oh, you now you can't, there's nothing you can say.
Yeah.
So women have taken back, they've taken back that control and the power by saying, this is me, this is what I've done. Take it or leave it.
Yeah. In a man's eye,
next.
In a man's eye, if you've been with two, oh man, you've been with two guys, man. What kind of who raised you?
And listen, I'm one. I'm just speaking for me. I don't know how other men feel personally. I have no problem with your past. I have no problem. When you
that ain't got nothing to do with me.
Listen, Shannon, when you eat your food, you want your shit seasoned, don't you?
Yeah.
You want your shit seasoned? I want my goddamn.
But too much season. I don't want it too much season. Now, damn, you messing me up if it's too much season on the Ocho. Damn. Come on now, a little bit of salt and pepper, maybe some paprika or whatever.
Listen, and you also, when you say you don't want it too seasoned, you got to understand and have common sense on the type of women, the caliber of women you're dealing with, and the type of men she has access to. So it gives you a better understanding of what that count may be if it bothers you that much. If it bothers you that much, don't deal with those type of women that look like that. It's simple. It's simple. But I like my food seasoned. Woo!
Me personally,
yes, sir.
I've never asked a woman how many guys she's been with because first of all, I don't think she's gonna be honest. And second of all,
whatever number she say, just multiply it and divide it by 3. Something my grandma told me.
And so, but I think the thing for me is that what I wanted to get, because I kind of knew who she was. Yes, I didn't listen to a whole lot of her stories, but I think if you watch the entire interview, she grew up in rural Mississippi, near the Louisiana border. She's biracial, which I didn't know. I don't know how many people knew that. And I think the longing for her dad to be, because she grew up in like a predominantly white area.
Yes, sir.
And so her dad is black, her mom is white, and I think if I'm not mistaken, she's raised by her white grandparent, her mom's mom. And her mom has some issues. Her dad has some issues also. But I think she yearned for affection and attention and love from her dad, from her dad.
Right.
And so she turned and she thought the way she could get that from men was giving her body.
Right.
And she kept giving,
but not getting what she wanted in return.
And she didn't get what she wanted. She didn't get what she wanted in return. But and so for me, I why people, why you, because I thought she was interesting. I thought she had a very compelling story, because I see past all that. I just don't look, oh, she's unworthy of being on here because, bro.
Oh, she's worthy because she has a story to tell that other women are also going through that might not know how to navigate through the situation. So the fact that she's able to come on your platform and express why she is the way she is, that's okay.
My grandpa, my grandfather used to tell my brother and I, he said, I don't worry about what you tell me. I worry about what you don't tell me. So she told you she had that many. What about the woman you with that ain't told you? She might have 55.
Lying.
Your body count is like, guess what? Guess who in the bed? Whatever you did before me, you in my bed right now. So that ain't got nothing to do with me.
Ain't got nothing to do with me.
He mad. I bet you he mad. You leveled up. See, I ain't got no problem.
Right. I
ain't got no problem.
Not very many. Listen, Shannon. Not very many men can take that though. Not very many.
No, it takes a special type of man.
Confident enough to understand and know the past that a woman's had.
Right.
But depending on depending on who you dealing with, man. Listen, how you think she got good at that? How you think she got good at that? Or so and so, and not through
practice.
Not through you practice. What? Practice make perfect.
Yeah, but plus athletes for the most part, they like the same type of woman. If you look at most athletes, girl look a lot alike.
Oh yeah, all of them.
And so if you can't handle that, she been with him. That ain't got to do. Look here, Ocho. As I said, I think you and I was talking about this last week or a couple of weeks ago. I've been with women that from lawyers got advanced degrees, and I've been with exotic dancers. And when I'm with them, I'm out in public. I'm holding their hand. That's me. Yeah, I don't care. See, I'm secure enough in who she is and what she's done. Right. So you can't make me feel some type of way about that because I've already know what she's done. You're not going to tell me anything that she hasn't done. Right. And what she did before me, that ain't got nothing to do with me.
Don't make me none. I see me and you. Well, we cut from the same cloth. Right?
We cut, I'm old school.
Shit, listen, I'm gonna tell you again. I like my food seasoned. I like it seasoned. I don't care. You could have been around the windmill.
Right.
When you're with me, we start.
You with me.
You with me.
You with me. And guys, simp this. Look, I'm gonna always treat when I'm with you. I'm going to treat you just because somebody else treated you bad or all this, because you know what happened? The culture has made it okay. They rap about this and how I did smash and dash, or I did this and all that. Okay, you do your thing, but that ain't how I operate over here.
Can I ask you a question real quick?
Yes.
There's a saying. It's a saying that's been going on for many of years. Celebs rotate the same goddamn 10 or 5 women. You ever hear that saying? It's the same women always in rotation. It's not literally in rotation, and just the ones that know how to carry themselves and the dudes they dealing with understand who and what.
And they appeal to.
We don't care nothing about that.
Right.
We don't care nothing about it. We don't care nothing about what you did in the past. We don't care nothing about what you did when you was with so and so.
When you was in college, when you was this, hey.
That's
we
life.
all got.
That's life, and everybody else pretend to be somebody that they not.
Yeah.
That's all.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you like this: everybody has a past, and you can't outrun it because all it does is makes you tired when it catches up with you. So just embrace who you are. She's comfortable with who she is. I'm comfortable with who she is. I'm comfortable with who I am. So y'all be trying to dump on them women, trying to make them feel bad, y'all can feel empowered. Yeah. Ain't nobody want you. You are this, you are that. And you can't wait to sleep with them. You trying to bet them so you can be, and then y'all talking too much. Hey, guys, I'm talking to you. Y'all talk too much. I don't care. Oh, man, I did that. Man, why y'all talking? Y'all not in high school or college no more, bro. Y'all grown men and out there yapping like bros, man. Y'all need to cut that out.
Hey, it's the era we living in.
It is. I grew up old. I grew up in the old days. Ain't nobody said nothing. Hey, you kept your business to yourself. Like I said, I grew up. Women didn't talk about who they slept with or anything like that. So I'm just like you said. This is a new era. This is a new time, and women are comfortable saying, "Oh I slept with 5 guys. I slept with 15 guys. Oh, I slept with him. I had 2 basketball players, an NFL player, a Hollywood director. Okay, hey, to each his own. Look here." Ocho, this is the way I am. The Bible says God will wait till you're dead before he judge you.
Ooh.
So who are we to try to judge somebody while they're alive?
Listen, and it don't matter, because those that are being very what we like to call promiscuous, they're still getting wiped up. They are still getting wiped up.
Yes.
And those that are trying to be so and so called good girls, you're wondering where you went wrong.
You see why they do it though?
Her? Why is he picking?
I know a woman that's a billionaire, and how does she come into our lexicon? A tape. I ain't got to call her name, but y'all know who you're talking about. And y'all watch her program every week. Y'all buy her skims. Y'all buy her headsets. And y'all buy everything else she's marketing too. But y'all want to try to dump on Brittany Renner. Well, but y'all need to miss me. I don't want to gossip. You know, like I said, I ain't talking about nobody. I ain't got no problem with nobody. Make your money. Do what you do. But y'all pick and choose who y'all cool with. She this, she that. While y'all done fattened somebody else's bank account to the tune of billions. And she done been wiped. How many times has she been wiped?
And we'll keep getting wiped. So, ladies, continue to wait, how you say it? How do I say it?
Live in your truth. Like Brittany said, she say live in her truth.
Live in your truth and take the control away from men. Because once you don't care and you have your sexual liberation, your sexual freedom, or whatever it may be, you have all the power.
Yeah. You know, there's another thing that I kind of went viral on. Molly asked the question, what reality show would I like to appear on?
Oh, that's a good one. Wait a minute.
I said Wicked Tuna and Naked and Afraid. And she's like, Wicked Tuna. So I guess she doesn't watch reality shows like that. Right. I guess she's watching like, you know, Real Housewives of this and that, Love and Hip Hop, whatever she watched. But I said Wicked Tuna, where they go out on the boat and they catch big tuna and they bring them in and get weighed and they get paid on site. Or Naked and Afraid. They put you in the area, you naked, and there, you know, you might be in the swamp, you might be in the desert, you might be wherever the case may be. You know, your boy out there.
I like that. So,
and the deadliest catch, that's my three. Wicked Tuna, Naked and Afraid, deadliest catch. Ocho, you got 3 reality shows you get to appear on. You already been on a reality show. What reality show would you like to appear on?
You know what? If I had the opportunity to appear on a reality show, for one, a lot of people don't know this about me, but I would love to be on Hell's Kitchen because I can cook.
You can't cook.
I can cook, huh?
You can't cook.
Man,
you got to be able to cook.
Whoa. Why do you do that to me all the time? Shannon, I went to I went to culinary art school here in Miami. I went to Le Cordon Bleu in Fort Lauderdale. I would love to be on Hell's Kitchen, man, or Top Chef.
You got a first cousin named Cook. You can't cook. You got a first cousin last name Cook, but you can't cook.
Shannon, I went to Le Cordon Bleu here in Fort Lauderdale. I can cook. How do you think I gotten the women I've gotten throughout my life? It ain't through money because I don't spend it. It's
because your pocket fat, but they don't know that at first. But you don't spend some of that money.
They know because I talk about it all the time. But listen.
So that's why old girl, see, now I understand why old girl dipped on you. Because old boy was spending bread. You got to break bread sooner or later. You ain't finna starve me. You ain't finna starve. I don't blame them women. I'm a dip too.
I don't blame either.
I could be with Ocho, who ain't spending no money, or I could be with Joe Schmo, who breaking me off. Joe Schmo get the skins.
Well, listen, he can break you off because he gonna get the skin, and everybody else's too. So she
don't worry about that. Why you worried? There you go. You see what you just did? You see what you just did? You didn't want to pay to play, and now you talk about, everybody he gonna sleep with everybody else. Look at you.
I ain't gotta play.
That ain't got nothing to do with you. That ain't got a thing to do with you.
Can I finish? Can I say something real quick?
Yes.
I ain't got to pay to play when I can get it other places for free.
Nah, but that was your girl. That hurt too. I know that story too. Because let me tell you something about. Let me tell you something.
Who said it was my girl?
No. I didn't say it was your girl. I said it hurt because see, if they level up,
If you level, I am the motherfucking level. What is you talking
about? No, you wasn't. No, you wasn't.
Wait.
You just said he was some regular dude, some street dude. You Ocho. I bet he ain't got no name. What his name is? His name probably Walter. Walter. You got left for a dude named Walter.
Oh no, this was long.
I don't care. It happened. You were that dude then. You were that dude.
Oh, he got 40 years.
Oh, now look at you dry snitching on the man. Now you tell about the man rap sheet. Man, what kind of dude is you? I promise you, I'll never do anything in front of you. I ain't telling you nothing. I ain't going to tell you my real name.
Listen, you said I was hurt. I'm saying what I'm hurt for. I'm still elevating. Listen, let me finish. I'm still going that way. I'm still going up. You know, that over there, that shit done failed. You see where I'm going?
Why you put that man business in the street?
You think you leaving for better and not realizing, baby, God got me ascended because he got favor. Don't play me. Yeah, that's what I do. Talk to me now.
I can't believe you did that. Put that man business out there like that. You know people know who that is, right?
Don't nobody know who that is.
Your family knows.
Let me talk.
They tell me you cried for days.
Shit, me.
They say they cried, but they say you cried for days. They had to put ice pack on your eyes. They were swollen shut.
Let me tell you, and back in 1996, the glands that I got where I can cry from, the doctor took them out.
He took them out because you couldn't stop crying. You couldn't stop crying.
Hey, hold on. Let me get to my second show, man. My second reality show that I would love to do if the opportunity presents itself. And I'm throwing this out there. I'm throwing out this bone out there just in case they want to hit me, man. Y'all know who to call. Special Forces.
Forces. Oh,
what'd you think about that?
I mean, I like it. I like
a challenge. It's something different for me. The misses. When I think of Special Forces, I'm just thinking of stuff that's having to do with things that are pertaining to.
It's got to get you out. You want things to get you out of your comfort zone. Yes. You don't want to do something that you could possibly be good at. You want something you like a challenge.
Yes, make me uncomfortable. And the third thing, what I would have to piggyback on what you said, simply because of my past history, I would have to do naked and afraid because I'm comfortable, being in places and not having clothes on based on my past history. That, I mean, you can Google it, you can see it. I used to dance in 1997. Yeah. In LA. You
Chippendales?
No. At the right track in LA. I used to strip. Thursday and Fridays, then we'll play. I play the SMC. I play football on Saturdays, but Thursday and Friday, I make about $3,000. $2,500,
$3,000 a night?
A night. And the keyboard, I danced at the right track right on Florence. Listen, I made a killing. I just ain't had no money back then, and I had to do what I had to do, to make ends meet. And shoot, it worked for me. And obviously, I used to be a private dancer, dancing. You know what dancing bear party is?
Yeah.
Yeah, I used
private
to be,
dancer.
I used to be a private dancer. So I did all that.
Before we started the conversation, I talked to a lady that lived next door to you, and she said she went in the house and closed the curtain, say your body was so bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she closed the curtain, so she didn't want to look at that.
When you say my body was so bad, like she mean like on a scale of 1 to 10, like
minus.
Minus?
Mm-hmm.
She definitely lying. You must be talking about another Chad Johnson. You ain't talking about this.
No.
Because my name wasn't even Chad Johnson. I went by Twix back then.
Yeah, that's what she said. She said Twig.
No, Twix.
Oh, my bad. I mean, you could understand when I said TW. I mean, you need to get you need to speak into that microphone.
Yeah, she was black or white.
Nah, I said, whoa. I ain't like you. I ain't dry snitching. Cause you gonna go back there. Why you tell that man that?
I know what my clientele looked like for the private parties that I did. So whoever you talk about is definitely lying.
I mean, hey. Okay, I'm gonna take your word for it.
Because I ain't had no issues or problems for the past 30 years. I'm just letting you know.
Hold on. I mean, people that's listening to this, they're gonna say,
you lightly hate on the side.
Ocho, I'm just okay. You in Florida, I'm in LA. I mean, from where I'm sitting, it sounds like you're trying to convince you as opposed to convince me.
Why am I trying to convince you? Why am I trying to convince you? I'm just telling you about my past history and why I would be comfortable to do Naked and Afraid, because I'm used to being in the nude in different surroundings. So I would be good for the show. That's all I said. That's all I said. And I was giving you a little history and context.
I will. I'll hook that up for you because I know the people. I'll make it happen for you if you want to.
I prefer to do Hell's Kitchen or Special Forces. Naked and Afraid. I don't think my baby gonna go for that.
No, I don't think she gonna go. I mean, first of all, you already 150 pounds. You come back, you'll be 100. You be out there 100.
Why you continue to disrespect my framework, man?
Nah,
continue to disrespect my framework, man?
No, I'm just saying, instead of bringing a knife or some matches, you have to bring like a cane because they're gonna have to tie them to your legs so you can walk. You're gonna be so skinny. You're gonna be so skinny by the time you're 30 days up. It ain't gonna be a pretty sight. Let's move on. The Jets play on Sunday Night Football. They play the Kansas City Chiefs. Zach Wilson, he's under the gun. You already know how those Jets fans are because there was so much hope and optimism going into the season. And the last thing those Jets fans wanted to see was Zach Wilson behind the quarterback. Ocho, you know that a lot of them Jets fans prayed that they would not have to see Zach Wilson play a snap other than taking a kneel down this year in a Jets uniform.
Listen, I said all I can in support of Zach Wilson. I've done all I can in being boisterous about and supporting him constantly the past 3 years, and I will continue to do so. And I urge Jets fans to get on that wagon of support with him or with me for that matter, and understanding it's already difficult enough for Zach. It's already difficult enough, especially playing in New York, playing in that media, in that atmosphere with I would consider one of the greatest fan bases outside of the Eagles and Bengals. Very, very passionate fan base. I know things aren't going the way you want right now, but I guarantee
18
you.
Fans in Cincinnati.
What?
Them fans, them family and friends y'all got in Cincinnati. Stop it.
Come on, man.
We talked about this a little earlier. They say first of all, Jets ticket prices, any price in New York is expensive. It's an expensive ticket. It's very expensive. Although I understand it's technically the stadium is in Jersey, but Jersey is high in the area also. The tickets are skyrocketing on the reports that Taylor Swift is going to be in attendance again. If you could have any celebrity, let's just say you could have any celebrity come to a Bengals game when Ocho was at his prime, who would it be?
At my prime?
At your prime.
Male or female?
You pick it, any celebrity. Since it's Taylor Swift, I probably would pick a female. But you go the direction you want to go in.
Female in my prime. Probably let's go Beyonce. For the sake of it being Taylor Swift, I need someone with that same type of pull but not this friend, not dating wise, none like that, just as a support system. Beyonce.
Man.
Yeah, because she who you got? That would have that same effect though, as far as ticket prices, fan engagement.
It ain't. As far as the female, it ain't nobody like Beyonce and Taylor Swift. Nobody. Yeah. You would literally have to go Michael Jackson. That's the only guy that can rival, or that's the only person that can, as far as ticket prices, as far as like hysteria.
Impact. Right.
Michael impact was people fainted. The man showed up on stage and they didn't even see the concert because they had fainted. And they just woke up like, what happened? They're like, you went to the concert and you fainted. I'm trying to think. You know what?
Oh, I got one for you.
Who?
Selena Gomez.
God, bet you bad.
I'm just throwing that at you.
Yeah. She definitely do it. I ain't got the. Oh yeah, them 84s be. Them 84s be selling like candy bars. But you know what? I'm just saying, like, in my age, probably Halle Berry. Regina Hall.
You think you
Halle
slick.
Berry, Regina Hall.
I like what you're doing. I wasn't familiar with your game, but I am now. Let me take my glasses off.
No. Halle is married. Regina Hall, I don't know her status, but I'm just saying. God.
Yeah, I see what you're doing. I see you going.
Nah, a guy. You know.
I see you going there.
The guy that I would like to see me play in my prime.
Yes, sir.
Goat James.
LeBron.
Yep.
Yeah, man, that's a good one. That's another good one.
Yeah.
That's another good.
Because LeBron likes football. I don't. You know what? I'm sure Jordan has probably been to some Bears game because when Jordan got to Chicago, the Bears won the Super Bowl the next year in '85.
Right.
They were good in '84. They were good. They won the Super Bowl in '85. But what people don't realize statistically, the '86 Bears were better than the '85 Bears.
The defense was.
The defense. It's the only time in history that a defense was historically great and got better the next year. Go look up the '86 Bears stats if you want to see impressive.
Right.
With the interceptions, the sacks.
Right. So when you say the '86 Bears, how are they comparable to the Ravens defense of the 2000s?
Well, the '85. Well, they hadn't really changed it back then. They were knocking quarterbacks out of the game. They were doing things kind of like I think they beat New England in the Super Bowl, 45-10, 42-10. It was a demolition. I think they blanked. I think they blanked, if I'm not mistaken, they blanked the Rams, ED. They shut him down. And I think did they beat Washington? No. The '86 Bears got knocked out by Washington, and Washington got beat by the Giants. If I'm not mistaken, the Giants, because the Giants won the Super Bowl that year. That was the year LT was the MVP. LT won league MVP in 1986, and the Bears had the best record, but they got upset by Washington, and then Washington played the Giants, and the Giants beat them and went on to run roughshod over the Broncos.
Okay.
But the '85 Bears get credit because normally historic defenses, you only get credit for historically if you win the Super Bowl.
Oh, okay. I see what you mean. Right.
And you see, and so that's no, but if you look at offensively, the greatest offenses, they rarely win the Super Bowl. You go back to the 13 Broncos,
right?
They got beat by the Legion of Boom.
Right.
You go back and look at the 2007 Patriots, they got beat by the Giants. You go look at the '83 Washington football team. They were known by the derogatory name at that time. They got beat. So
defense wins championship. That's where the moniker comes from.
Yes. So you saying, I heard you say earlier, you said that it's a PR stunt between them two.
Nah. I'm just.
What are they really digging on each other?
I think they are. I think they are. And see, something like that. That is something that not just happen. That doesn't just happen. It's not like
yeah. But he's been setting for a long time.
It's been going on privately for a while. They had the big.
Oh yeah, he's been laying.
Yeah. So
you're not a fisherman, but trout lines and line, he's been setting lines for a long period of time, and finally she's like, you know what, hey,
I don't think he wasn't sitting in line because Travis Kelce.
No. I'm saying when
he ain't the type that got to be sitting in line now.
No. When I say set lines, is that
set line? Okay.
Yes. You bake the line, you put it out there, and you leave it. You don't have to tend to it. So he's been setting lines. Throwing it out there. Oh yeah, I went to see her concert. Oh yeah, hopefully she can come see me play. Oh yeah, I like Taylor. You know, he's just and then finally you're like, if she didn't see it, just like when we played, we might have didn't hear everything was said, but we had a homeboy, we had a family member that heard every damn thing that was said. Hey man, you heard what such and such said about you? And so that's probably what happened. That's probably what happened.
Listen,
it got back to her.
At that level, you have a team of people around you that have can reach anything, anybody.
Yeah, there's nobody that Taylor Swift can't get up. You know what? We were talking about this earlier, Ocho.
Yes, sir.
Now all of a sudden, Travis Kelce exes are coming out the woodwork, talking about, oh, Taylor, you better be careful. Y'all need to sit down and mind. You say, what is this? Mind your business. And so probably what happened is that some of these sites reached out to them. And then, all of a sudden, she needs to be careful, and he's a this and he's a that.
Well, hold on. Wait a minute. For the exes, no disrespect, but he was a this and a that before you met him. You knew what come with the territory with certain individuals, whether it's good or bad. You know what you deal with when you're dealing with athletes. You know what you deal when you're dealing with men with money. So all of a sudden, now he's a this and that. It's common sense. Women love to use logic when it's convenient for them until it's a certain type of opportunity that presents itself. And when the opportunity is no longer convenient or beneficial, then he's this and that. You knew what this and that was before you even dealt with it. So what are we doing?
I'm not. Unless I feel the situation can cause you harm, bodily harm, or something like that, or there's some type of fraud might be involved. But as far as her and I, we go our separate ways. No matter what transpired, I ain't got nothing to say.
Yeah.
Don't ask me anything about my exes.
Ever.
Because they were good. They were good. I mean, look, we had great times, and it didn't go as according to plan. We were together for 5 years. Okay, we had a good 3.5, 4 year run the last year. That doesn't take away from the 3.5, 4 years that we had that were great. I ain't got nothing to say. Don't ask me about none of my exes, because I'm gonna tell you they're great. I don't know why. I'm gonna tell you I don't know what they see in you, because you not me. I'm gonna go keep it a buck with you.
The funny thing about it is when you're able to respond in a negative manner or negative way about someone from your past, which I've never been able to bring myself to do, because everyone in some way, shape, form, or fashion was a valuable lesson for me.
Yes.
A valuable lesson and a blessing in some way, shape,
no mistakes, lesson learned.
At all. But when you can be an ex and say something bad about a person, it says more about you and your inability to find someone else to make you happy. Because the fact that you even commenting on your past means there's a reason for that. And there's a reason why things aren't the way they are, because you're still bitter for some reason. Because I talked to you not long ago about when you focus on your plate, you shouldn't be able to see what anybody else is eating, let alone be able to see what the meal is on their plate to even comment on it.
Right. Man. I agree. I just like, I mean, everybody look, it hurt when you break up. Listen, this is what I've learned. I'm a lot older than you and probably had a few more breakups than you. Breaking up is really easy if it's you wanting to do the breaking up. It's when all of a sudden you don't want to leave and that person want to leave that it gets hard. And then how? And so it took me a while, like with Shannon, bro, do you understand how many times that you've like wanted to move on? And when the women were like, they weren't ready to, you tried to get them to understand. Well, understand she wants to move on.
Right.
And so it took a while, and it doesn't make it mean it hurts any less.
Right.
So I don't want you people to say, well, oh man, no, it hurts. Because the more you remember, Ocho, the more you're invested in something. That's why it hurt me to lose. Because do you understand how much time I put into this to be great at this game of football? Do you know how I ate? Do you know how I trained? Do you know how much I denied myself and denied my family so I could be good? So you damn right it hurt. Do you know how much time I invested in this woman? Do you know how much love that I tried to give this woman? So when she says it's over, you damn right it hurts. And I ain't afraid to say it.
Listen, I'm with you when you're right. I'm with you when you're right. And what I've learned to do is I've learned to manage my expectations. I've learned to deal with people throughout the past, and I've gotten much better at managing my expectations and having a better understanding of human nature and having a better understanding of doing everything I can and understanding at times what I invest, whether it be time, whatever I sacrifice, whether it be time, whether it be money. I always focus on the memories, creating great memories.
Yeah.
Consistent memories. And I think one of the things that scares me, and I can be honest, you know, we all family, I can share this with y'all. One of the things that scares me is everybody has an expiration date. Everybody has an expiration date. As great as things are when you first meet, when you meet someone in the beginning, it's beautiful. The honeymoon phase, you know, that dopamine, that excitement, the butterflies,
it's
the nervousness, you know, when things are new. And one of the things that scare me is everything has an expiration date. And that's something my grandma always told me. But I always, one of the things I always wanted to ask her, which I wasn't able to because she had passed away, is how do I change things a little bit so I get a little bit more time so that date doesn't expire when it's supposed to. And that's one of the things that me and the missus, we talk about all the time, is finding ways to navigate around and keeping things fresh, keeping things new, and trying to find and captivate that new feeling again. And that's something that's very, 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 very difficult because, you know, in hindsight, it's still the same individual that you've already known.
Yeah, but they change every day. Every day you wake up, you're a different person than what you were yesterday. Hey, so is that person going to evolve with you? Is that person going to change with you? That's the thing. Because I'm not the same person yesterday I am today. And tomorrow I'll be a totally different person tomorrow than I am today.
But you know how scary that is?
Yes.
You know how scary. You know, a woman can love you Monday. Shannon, stay with me now, baby. Stay with me. A woman can love you Monday, and by the time Thursday get here, her feelings will completely be different. You know what? I woke up this morning. I don't even love you no more. Bitch, what? Where you going? Like that's real life. That's reality.
It is. Reality. I mean, I you know what? One of the great lines that I had a girlfriend in college, and she wrote me. I mean, Ocho, she wrote me like 7 pages, and she had great penmanship.
Yeah.
And she was asking all these things, and she says, like, you're the man, you're the man of my dreams, and you're everything that I dreamed of and what I wanted. And when she got down to the end, she asked me one simple question. She said, Shannon, if I fall, will you catch me?
Oh.
That was it. Ocho, I was in. I was all in. I jumped on it with both feet. Ocho. I ain't gonna lie to you, Ocho. Hey, boy, hey, you couldn't hit me in the ass with a red apple. That's how proud I was. Man, Ocho, your boy had it all.
Yeah.
And so, I love hard. I love heavy. There isn't anything that I wouldn't do if you need something. If I'm with a woman, her parents just like mine.
Right.
Hey, you want something? Your mama need it.
Yeah.
That's how I am. And so that's how I am. And so I love and women that can figure me out. I think it was like 2006. This was the greatest song, and to this day, that's still one of my favorite songs of all time.
What's that?
This female asked me to come over. I was like, why? So she's like, just come over. And she knew that I liked this artist. And very few people know it now because they've heard me mention it. And I told her, she's like, what's your favorite? I said, Michelle Ochocinco. She's my favorite. Love Maxwell, love John Legend. I said, but Michelle Ochocinco is my favorite artist of all time. I didn't tell her no song or nothing. Nothing, Ocho. So when I got over there, there were candles, the room was dimly lit, and she had on lingerie.
Yeah.
And
come on now.
And so she's like, and so I was like, what's going, like, she put her hands up, like, stop talking. I was like, okay. So as she leads me to where we're going, she pressed the song. And the song is called Trust by Michelle Ochocinco. Ocho.
Yes, sir.
Ocho.
I see it in your face. Go ahead now. Stay with me. Did you cry?
It might have been one of the great. It was the song and what the song represented. And that was her, she was asking me, but she wasn't asking me. Michelle and Dago was singing the song, but the female was asking me. She was asking me, what's it like? Man, Ocho. Bro.
I'm with you.
Ocho.
I'm with you. I feel you. Hey, I got goosebumps. Come on now.
There are songs like Maxwell or Sade or Earth, Wind, and Fire or Atlantic Star. I can hear a song and I can tell you where I was when I heard that song.
Right.
And I can tell you what I was doing when I first heard that song. And I can hear the song like from high school, from elementary school, and from high school, Lenny Williams, the song, and message in a bottle.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not a message in a bottle. It's called "Send for Me" by Atlantic Star.
Yeah.
I remember, man. And now, man, Ocho. See, we ain't gonna talk about that. We gonna get to
it. That's some good stuff. Now, see, I want to know now. Now you done told me these good stories. Listen, you gave me goosebumps. I need to know what happened with these women or within these great situations.
This one, she was like, she told me, she's one of the few women that's ever told me. She said, Shannon, I hate that I met you. I said, and let me tell you why she told me.
She said, hey, I get that sometimes, but they tell you dangerous.
No, she told me, she said, Shannon, I hate that I met you. She said, because I'm never going to meet another man like you. I'm never going to meet somebody as charming, with a sense of humor, that's as disciplined, that's as driven, that's as motivated, that's as fine as you.
Oh, she said you fine. Okay.
Oh, your boy was built like a brick outhouse. You know, I'm still putting together. Your boy still, your boy ain't no slouch, and I had 55. Yes, but you can imagine what I was like in my 20s and 30s. I was hell when I was well. I never forgot that. And I've always, but I've had women tell me, you're great for this.
Right.
But you're never gonna love me like you love work.
Oh no. But have you been able to find a woman that understands that though? When you find a woman that, obviously you haven't, when you find a woman that understands that your work comes first, that she will have to play second fiddle to anything that is predicated to your work and your craft, and understand in order for you to be great at what you do, this is what you have to be locked in on.
Yeah. I think the thing is that what I think my purpose is to work. I get my greatest joy from working. I look forward like, man, I want me and Ocho, we got Sunday night, we got Monday night, we got Thursday night. I be thinking sometimes, but hey, man, you think Ocho want to go like Tuesday, Wednesday too?
Yeah.
Listen, you know what I'm saying? I be thinking to myself, like, and you know,
whatever you want to do, I'm ready.
And so I'm like, man, you know, I was like, it's like, oh, you know, I got to eat. I wait like Sunday. I'm like, man, Monday, Tuesday, I'm going to eat. I got a first take with Stephen A. and Molly. I'm going to see RC. You know, we're going to be on. I say, man, and so that's my purpose. I get more joy out of that than like going on a vacation. And it's not the money. Yeah, I got the money. God has blessed me and put great financial people around me, and I'm good. But I don't get nearly the rush or the excitement to go places like I do to get up to go to work.
Right. It's a funny thing. You and I are kind of the same. I don't really do vacations. Now, I don't consider me traveling because you know how much I love the game of soccer. I travel to go specifically to watch soccer games all over the world. But as far as vacationing is something that I don't do unless it's involving all my kids as one unit, one big gang, and that's it. And we do that. We do our normal annual trip, you know, at the beginning of the summer, and there is no vacationing for me. I always tell myself there has to be a reason for me to be relaxing. Why am I going to Turks and Caicos? Why am I going to the Bahamas? Why am I traveling, taking pictures and sweat and bathing suits and well, I don't drink and sipping on whatever it may be, and I ain't putting no goddamn work in? What the fuck am I celebrating? What am I celebrating? And sometimes I see people all the time traveling and turning up and having all this fun, but why? What's the celebration? What do we celebrate?
But I do want to do one time in my life.
Yeah.
I want to go somewhere and see if I can, because it's hard for me to relax. It's hard for me to sleep. But I want to go one place. I want to go somewhere for 2-3 days. That's all I got for you. I ain't gonna tell you I'm gonna go no week, because that's a lie.
3 is all I got.
Hey, it might be a space vacation, 2 in a possible. That's what I got for you, 2 in a possible. That might be it. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm gonna keep it stacked with you.
Right.
But I will go someplace, Ocho, for 2.5 days. It might take me as long to get there as I stay there. But I'm gonna say I went here. I don't know if it's the Amalfi Coast. I don't know if it's Tahiti, Bora Bora. I don't know if it's the Seychelles, Siboney. I'm going somewhere.
Well, you know all the names for somebody.
I don't. I got the brochures. My brother used to have a travel agency, and I be getting the brochures. I'm like, ooh, that thing look good. Man, I ain't going in the trash. I'm like, ooh, man, look at that right there. I ain't going in the trash. So I got all the brochure. I got all the places in my head, where I want to go.
Yeah,
but it's just hard. It's just hard for me to just like. But I mean, you know me, Ocho. I spend money. Hey, my grandma used to always say, tell my sister all the time, good times they go owe that boy nothing. Yeah, I Shay Sharpe had some good times now.
Listen,
just not overseas.
Speaking of traveling, now you just had somebody you just interviewed that you could go on and take one of them trips now. You know, the Amalfi Coast and Bora Bora.
Who Brittany?
Yeah, I mean, you know.
Man, I'm like, look here, bro. I'm like,
there's no better love story than the story of someone you already know about and understanding their upbringing and where they are in life. So, I mean, ain't nothing but an intersection. That's all that is. It ain't nothing but an intersection. It intertwines and it meets up, and it all can lead down one road. Listen to me, man.
You know what? Y'all need to stop there. Every female that I interview.
Yes, sir.
Y'all tried to put, oh man, look how Unc hooked up with Candy Burrows. Man, look how Unc hold up. Bro,
Candy married, so we weren't worried about Candy. We talk about Brittany. We talk about Brittany and understanding.
Y'all people think I'm actually like I'm trying to lock her down, and I got the church hug on her. I got my arm on her shoulder like she the homie.
Right.
And y'all still
right. That's
look how happy you look.
You put your arm. You put your arm on the shoulder to throw us off. I'm familiar with your game. You ain't finna fool me.
So, man, look how Unc smiling. I mean, am I supposed to frown when you take a picture? I mean, like, damn.
You doing what you doing right. You doing just right.
I show what I do. I show 32.
Huh?
I show all 32.
Right, shit. 38. If you had 38, you all of them would have been showing.
So you wanted me to be like this here, huh? That's how y'all wanted me to be. Y'all wanted me to be Friday with the woman. Like, come on, man. No, but she good people. I thoroughly enjoyed the conversation. Yeah, I really did.
I enjoyed it as well. I like that she was able to voice it. Again, I'm gonna piggyback on what I said earlier. Women out there, if you hear this, if you're watching this, I beg and I urge you to tell the truth. Tell these men the truth, and whichever one don't want you, there will be another in line that is able. Trust me.
Right.
It ain't a shortage. They out here.
Big AFC matchup this weekend. We're gonna get out of here a few more. Miami, Buffalo. Who you got? Who you with?
Can Josh Allen deal with the pressure of the fast, high octane, high scoring Miami Dolphins without turning the ball over? Is the key. Right. I'm all for the Dolphins. You know that's home team. I'm all for the Dolphins.
They got a 4x4. They got a 4x1 relay team for real though. And Waddle is back.
And they got somebody that can sub in and somebody pull something too.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely, they the real deal. Can he be efficient offensively? Because they're gonna put up points. Miami's going to put up points. They might not put up 70, but the opportunity to be able to put up 50 in Buffalo, there's a chance that might happen. Can Josh Allen be efficient, get Diggs involved, get Gabe Davis, have James Cook running and being efficient, and hang with that offense?
Right.
That's what it comes down to. Will that defense? The defense not going to be. You can't stop everybody. You're going to have to pick your poison.
Right.
You have to pick your point. You ain't gonna be able to stop everybody. Waddle is back this week.
Waddle is back. Yeah. You look at that speed. You got Tyreek. You got Waddle. You got Achan. Excuse me. Achan. He wants to be known as Devon Achan.
Achan, yeah.
And Mostert. I mean, that's a 4x1. That's a 4x1 relay team.
We didn't even mention Chosen.
Robbie
came. People don't even know. Robbie ran the 4.2 too. Robbie ran 4.2 as well.
Yeah.
So man,
who you got? Who you taking in this game? You got your hometown. You got the Dolphins.
I got Dolphins all day. You know that. Yeah, I ain't going against my boys.
Buffalo normally like to get Miami down in December and January. Yeah. That weather, because you know one thing about Buffalo, the weather. You gonna get terrible weather in December and January. You're getting terrible weather.
Yes, sir.
You're getting terrible weather. So, but Miami might have dodged the bullet. They might, and it might rain, but there's a great chance they're gonna get better weather Sunday than they would have gotten if they played later in the year.
December. Yeah.
Colorado, the Buffaloes. They play USC. You like the Buffs' chances against the Trojans?
I think the Buffs are going to have a better showing than what they showed against Oregon. Right. I think the Buffs are going to have a better showing than what they showed against Oregon, but we have to understand that USC is a better team
for sure
than that of the Oregon Ducks. And again, the only difference, people, please listen to me. The only difference in why Prime is not able to compete with the top powerhouse schools
Oregon
is because he doesn't have the meat and potatoes at Colorado yet. And that's the interior lineman. That's it.
That's
Once
how you win.
You get the interior lineman, it is curtains. But for the sake of the topic and context for what we're talking about, USC will win the game, but I'm expecting a better showing from Shedeur, that offense, and that defense. Now they know what it looks like when you're playing teams of what I like to consider upper echelon.
They definitely,
in that Pac-12.
Right. I agree with you. I think USC, they're ranked 71 in defensive efficiency. You got Caleb Williams, who's last year's Heisman Trophy winner, playing extremely well this year. I just think the thing is, like you said, because they don't have defensive linemen that could put pressure on him, you can't allow him, because he'll take, man, look here, he be taking his time and he be finding people open. You got a guy like him, you got to pressure him. And I just don't know if they have the people to pressure him and make him get uncomfortable, because you got to get him out of his comfort zone. Big fight Saturday night, Canelo Alvarez, Charlo. You think Charlo is a bigger man? I saw him, like they didn't have the face, but the little press conference. He's a bigger man, but you like Charlo's chances against Canelo?
I love Charlo, baby. I like it. Even though I'm 3% Mexican, I love Canelo as well. I love my Mexican people.
Bro, just because you ate a burrito don't make you Mexican.
Listen, I'm going with Charlo all day. That's my guy. Listen. There's footage. And I guess you're gonna say I don't box either. There's footage of me in the ring.
I saw you box that one time. Nah, got him. You put him down. You put him down, Cho.
Hey, listen.
You better than that now?
Way better. I ain't left the ring in 3 years. I ain't left, but Charlo got this though.
No, Ocho, don't get back in the ring, man. You ain't gonna do that again, are you?
Oh yeah, I like that. I'm trying to fight Boots.
Boots who? Pussy Boots?
Yeah, Jerron Ennis. He done taught me too much. He done taught me that. Hey, listen, that's who I've been training with the past 3 years, right? So you know what happened when you surround yourself with greatness? Huh?
Ocho.
You know what happened when you surround yourself with greatness?
Ocho.
What's up?
Do you understand that, like boxers, they've been doing this for a long time? Do you
I've been fighting since I was 8 years old. Don't do that. I've been fighting since I was 8 years old. Don't do that. And you saw the small sample size. I got hands too. Don't do that. I did that off 3 weeks worth of work. Yeah. Play with it.
Your shorts were too big.
My who?
Your shorts.
I know. I like it.
If you'd have got, I don't know why you had the big old shorts on like that, Ocho. Yeah, they were like, they get wet. They gonna weigh like 5 pounds. You couldn't move around because early on you was bouncing everything.
Yeah, hey, listen. Yeah. But
after you had a pop.
Yeah.
You caught him. You caught him with the right. You caught him with the right hand.
I caught him a bunch of times till we got to that motherfucking last minute of that goddamn fourth round. Shit, I was.
The arms get heavy.
Listen, I couldn't even lift my goddamn hand up the block. You know, you can see something coming, but you just can't do it. You can't do nothing about it because you're tired.
Yeah. Yeah.
Man, listen.
And you can't call timeout or nothing.
Ain't no timeout. Ain't no timeout.
Time up.
Listen, I enjoyed that experience. I enjoyed that experience a lot. I really enjoyed it a lot. I used boxing in the offseason with Frank Gore since 2002. Every offseason, I had never had the opportunity to get in the ring with a real fighter. I don't want to do celeb, so I fought a guy that fights bare knuckle. I really, really enjoyed that, and I look forward to doing it again to show the improvement the past 2 years. Yes, I'm going to do it again, and just to show you how much I've improved the past 2 years. Yes, sir.
Ocho, you should treat your improvement like I treat my home improvements.
How you do that?
Take my word for it. I did some work to my home. You ain't got to see it, but just know I did it.
Okay, I see.
You ain't got to go in the ring. You ain't got to go in the ring. Don't go in the ring.
Hey,
because I need you. I can't have you on Unc and Ocho with your eye closed. That ain't gonna look good on that man.
Listen, was it closed last time? No.
Ocho, that was last time. Because are you gonna step up in competition?
Yes. Yeah. That's the whole point. What's the point of me working the past 3 years and then going down the competition? I got to step it up so the people can see, oh shit, this nigga taking this shit serious.
I see your point.
Just make sure you there. That's all I need. Matter of fact, hey, I'm gonna have on my trunks. It's gonna say Nightcap, and on the back it's gonna say Unc and Ocho.
Just make sure you don't take a nap in the ring. That's all I ask you. All I ask. Remember.
You notice when I went down, I jumped right back up.
Yeah. You remember because what you call was supposed to do this for the community. You remember Nate Robinson? He told me he gonna do this for the community. He gonna do this for all the athletes.
Yes, sir.
And Jake Paul ball that face down, Ocho.
No, hey, listen. Sometimes shit happens.
Ocho, but you can't be telling you gonna do this for the community.
But
all I say,
I don't think maybe he didn't understand the ramifications of what it's like being in the ring real time.
Yes,
it's different.
You got to relax in the ring.
It's different.
You can't rush in. This ain't a street fight where you rush somebody, scoop them.
Yeah.
You gonna run right into. He ran right into a punch.
Yeah. Hey, listen. I love Nate. That's my dog, man. It's some you win some, you lose some. That's all I can say. But it's coming. But I like Charlo. I like Charlo Saturday, man. No matter what they say, I'm going with the Lion. Lions only, baby.
I hope so. I really want to see. I want to see Charlo at 154 against Bud. That's the fight I go to. That's the fight I go see.
Charlo against Bud or Canelo against Bud?
No, Charlo against Bud.
Bud say he want Canelo.
He want Charlo. I mean, to go up to 168. I mean, you got to understand. Think about. Hold on. To go up to 168. Do you know how many classes he's skipping? Now he fought Spence at 147. So that means he's gonna skip 154, skip 160, go to 168.
Wait, Canelo will drop down to 154.
No, he ain't coming down. He ain't coming down nothing. He ain't dropping down no weight. Nah. As you get older, it gets harder for you to cut weight. That's why he ain't coming down. That's why he ain't coming down to 160. Nah.
Right, you're right.
He gonna make you come up to him.
You're right. I think the next fight is gonna be Caleb Plant wants to fight Charlo, the bigger Charlo.
Oh, Jamel.
Yeah, Jamel. Yeah. He wants to fight Big Charlo. So I'm assuming that would be the next
Canelo was supposed to fight him, but he can't quite get his act together. So that was supposed to be the fight.
He gonna get right. He's dealing with some stuff. I think he's gonna get right. He's gonna get it together.
Hey, thank you for tuning in to Nightcap. I am Shannon Sharpe, your favorite Unc. He is Chad Ochocinco Johnson, your favorite number 85. And we're back with you on Sunday night. Tune in. Nightcap, Unc and Ocho. We're out.